Good morning, everybody. Once again, this camera just kicks on and does its own thing. Good morning. Caught me in a moment. All right, guys, welcome to your Friday or weekend reading. Today is February 9th. This is going to be from the 9th to the 11th. I almost said January, so I don't know. Some immediately Spirit said just go back to that time frame. So I don't know what was going on with you guys. I'm hearing in general just a little bit of confusion. But this is going to be for all signs. This is going to be Aries through Pisces, just a quick weekend read, see what's going on in the energies. If you're new here, welcome. I am Nicole. For those of you returning, welcome back. And so Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus cross watcher, if that is you, welcome to the channel as well. Give me 1 second. There we go. So sorry about that. Got my finger there on the screen. So yeah, that's that. I hope you guys have had a wonderful week so far. The weekend is here. Hell yeah. Like I'm ready. I'm so ready for the weekend. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. Personal readings are available through the description box below, as well as the about section of the page. You can find me on there. You can also go to Facebook, Herbal Alchemy Apothecary. Making some changes in different things too, so you can check me out on Facebook as well. All right, so Aries, we're going to jump right on in to you guys and go from there. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on in your energy for the weekend. I don't know. These energies have been, I've noticed here the past couple of days, they're shifting up a little bit again, and there's just a lot. There's a lot. Like we're going from a real light, feel-good energy to a little bit of confusion, trying to figure some things out. We've got everything just about sitting in Aquarius or moving into Aquarius, which is that free thinking, but it's also when it's outside of our norm, and Aries, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I am. When it's outside of our norm, it can cause us a little bit of confusion. So you could be feeling like there's some confusion going on for you, trying to figure out a few things. Maybe not quite, I'm saying not quite feeling yourself. So we'll see how that plays out in your reading. But all right, for Aries, February 9th through the 11th, what is going on for Aries? And happy new moon. It's the new moon tonight. So heck yeah, set your intentions. Set your intentions. All right, for Aries. Stretch. That stretch card in this surface card keeps coming out. Patterns, Aries, is also something else. Again, it's like going back into a centered sense of self for a hot second, trying to figure out where it is you want to make your next move into. And this weekend, I feel like pay attention to your emotions, Spirit is saying. There is, it's almost like you could be at a distance from somebody, Aries, and I think that you could be like dreaming about something or someone. This could be the way I feel like you're staying active. You're doing what you need to do in general, but it's also like you're taking a time out. I'm seeing this patterns in the reverse to make sure you don't do things the same way you used to do them. This in itself is like an evolutionary process for you, that you're changing up the way that you, Spirit is saying, interact with others. So, you know, you're going to know more so, as always, what that means for you. And that was a quick thing there from Spirit. Magician in the mirror, you're manifesting 6th chakra, 3rd eye energy there. Happy family, man holding heart, angel of love, yin yang, walking away from something of the past, Aries. Good stuff. Again, I'm starting to feel like the collective, whether this is love in the sense of romance or this is love in the sense of just unifying and uniting with other people in general, there's a change up in the energy. There's a big shift in this energy that I'm feeling, and I'm going to tell you, I like the way that it feels for the majority here. And you know, Spirit just told me to flip this deck over, use this card for everybody. I love this, all in ecstasy. And what do you have underneath there? That's the Aquarius energy in this deck. Aquarius is having a massive influence on the collective, obviously. Pluto's sitting with Aquarius. Just so many planets are dealing with this energy. It is like the reinvention of the wheel. And Aries, I think you're, more than anything, Spirit is saying this weekend, you're starting to really feel what that means to you. And if you hear the cooing in the background, the cat is having a shit fit because the birds are outside because it's nice out today. So the birds are living and he's living his best life wanting to chase birds. So my apologies. But even if you feel like your emotions are a little muddled around a situation, whatever this is that you're focused on or whomever you're focused on, they're going to come into Spirit is using the word existence in your world. And whatever that means, and I do think that there's going to be a lot of happiness that surrounds this. It's going to be something that lights you up and it becomes very creative for you. There could be a lot of passion, a lot of emotional intensity. I don't know that it's going to happen this weekend. I want to say that to you because I feel like you're starting to create this energy, or you're starting to play with this energy. And I seen something a little similar. I think it was for Scorpio, and there was another sign. I can't remember who the other one was. But you're starting to feel this. So it's kind of like an anticipatory energy that I just hear from Spirit. You're seeing things clearly now. It's like, I can see clearly now. The rain has gone, or fall. Yeah, gone. I can't remember the words, but I'm not going to sing to you guys. So what is this Magician in the mirror? Let's see. Ace of Swords. There's a declaration of truth. There's a declaration of honesty. Spirit is saying within oneself. You're like mustering up the courage here, Aries, to, again, shit from the past, leaving that past behind and moving on to emotional fulfillment. And I think you're mustering up the courage right now to start to move in that direction. I feel like that's where your energy is based this weekend. I'm going to say make sure, King of Cups, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. It doesn't have to be, right? We know this, but there's, look, I keep saying about this love stuff, which we all know. If you've been with me for some time, you know I'm not too much into the romantic lovey-dovey stuff. That's just not my forte. Call it being scorned and jaded, I guess. I don't know. My own shit I need to work on. But you've got going from this independent Nine of Pentacles to the Lover's card there. And the Four of Swords, there's a lot of healing. And now that this healing is taking place, and I feel like that healing is what's happening this weekend, Aries, and parts of it, it'll go on for a while. The blindfold is getting ready to come off. Again, I can see clearly now, right? That sixth chakra, that third eye. So I do feel like this weekend is going to be about you getting settled into this energy, feeling the energy shifts. I'm going to tell you, a lot of the clients that I've been dealing with on a personal level, starting to see those timeline shifts, and they're happening, for some folks, rapidly. So don't, just embrace that. Just embrace it. Don't reject it. Don't resist it. Embrace the changes that are coming forward and coming in. So let's see, some advice this weekend for Aries. 2 cards, Spirit, or 3, whatever they want to do. All right. Taking a chance, risk and options, not showing your hand. Again, I feel like you're building up to this, the addiction, which is also the patterns coming out, also showing itself and saying, you know, it's making sure you're not doing something in a codependent energy. You could be very like obsessively thinking right now about this situation, this person, but Spirit is asking you not to get caught up in your mind about it. Don't get, you know, wrapped up in things like you had in the past, if you have. Grounding your energy. This is about your stability, your security. You've got 2 4s here on the table as well, along with that 8. Karma. And, you know, Spirit is also saying that that 8 is where you have been and where this other person has been, or this other situation has been. That 8 is pulling the 2 of you together. It is the flow that is like, it's almost like seeing 2 different, the way I'm seeing this is like 2 infinity signs, and you're both finally meeting at the same point, right? It's coming together somehow. And what I love about this is you're doing it differently. It's stopping the pattern. Right now, you may be silent about whatever these moves are that you want to make, or what it is that you're conjuring up, but it's because you're going to do it very differently than you have in the past. Okay, so I like this, Aries. Good stuff this weekend. All right, Taurus. 950. And you guys might think that I'm zipping through these a little bit, but you know, I want to keep this at one video today and get it done. Oh, P.S. Aries, ready but waiting. Told you. I'm telling you, rediscovering. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, Taurus, what y'all got going on this weekend? I heard ho-hum, renewal. Listen, if there's been some issues, and funny, I have a friend that's a Taurus, spinal cord, the back, something around the back area, maybe you, maybe somebody else, because I know what this is about for someone that I specifically know. But this is a renewal. So whatever has been testing or trying your patience, it's coming to an end as far as any health-related matters. Perspective shift. This was meant, there's a situation going on with you, Taurus, right now that was meant to bring you back into alignment, Spirit is saying, because it's like, not that you weren't nurturing and caring and not being like a kind individual, if I could talk, but this is like there were pieces of something here, Taurus, that you were kind of losing perspective on. So, you know, sometimes we get caught up in our work and we forget what it is to be, you know, in love with our families and our home and the most simplistic things. I feel like this is Spirit taking some time, you know, maybe making you take some time to address other things so that this new cycle can begin for you. Now, this fragments to me, though, here's the light and the dark of Taurus that I see consistently. You may not understand why this has happened. If there's been a pause and a timeout for you, pardon me, I'm itchy. You may not have understood or may not still understand. But I want to say to you, it's kind of like Spirit is asking you to take a look at what you were doing prior to this pause and now looking at it and going, what is different? How do I feel about it now? So take a big look at that, because I feel like this universe is trying to gift you something in this, Taurus, and it's like an awareness. All right, for Taurus, February 9th through the 11th. I can't help but look at that Aquarius card and just go, ooh, awe and ecstasy. Like, it's just like you're breathing in good stuff. I feel like the collective is in general this weekend, but at the same time, there's the anxiety. You don't have to worry about this. This is going to be a whole new path. Things, you need some rest. Second chakra, Archangel Uriel, your desires there. Some of you could be a little restless, wanting to either get out, do something. There's the moon with the 18, and then 19 is the sun. You're going to spend this weekend, Taurus, filling up your own cup, okay? It's like you almost feel as if it's like I'd rather be somewhere else doing something else. Well, of course, you know, like if we're working or whatever this might be, yeah, we want to be somewhere else doing something else. But this is like a readjustment to your goals. Spirit is saying a readjustment to the mindset. This is, you could just be feeling really just exhausted, but it's just like I'd rather, instead of laying in bed, I could be doing X, Y, and Z. Spirit is asking you to take a time out to compare what was and what is now. Okay, so whatever a little, I don't feel like this was a massive thing, but at the same time, it's left a pretty heavy mental impact on the mind and the body. So, you know, the Fool. It's again another new beginning, Taurus. This is a new cycle that's starting off. You don't have to worry about this. You really don't, because I feel like either you are being supported or you are supportive of, or everybody's kind of coming together to help and assist one another in a situation. So I wouldn't fret. I wouldn't fret about it too much. I think that right now, if you've had a lot of responsibility and things on your plate, the goal here is it's okay to delegate what it is to other people to help you to get things accomplished, all right? So rest and rejuvenation, see? And then you've got the King of Cups, who again is showing its face like it did for Aries, and the Two of Cups coming out sideways. You know this is a High Priestess, Sagittarius, Temperance, I couldn't think of the name of the card. And the Chariot, this is a realignment. This is to move you forward, to usher in balance, because I do think, Taurus, that, surprise, surprise, things were getting out of balance for a little while for you. So this is like trusting that the universe is making these moves on your behalf. This could be, again, I said emotional and mental, right? And then you got the King of Cups and the Two of Cups coming out sideways. So an influx of emotions. Maybe 1 minute feeling good, the next minute not feeling so good. You know, I'm going to say this to you guys. This snake comes out for you, and then the Phoenix. I kind of feel like you were getting ready. This intervention, despite whatever this was, this intervention on behalf of Spirit stopped you from biting your own self, like self-sabotaging tendencies. Snakes could be very, very important, but this is also transformation. You've got 3 cards of the snake, essentially. The Phoenix, right? It's Scorpio energy. You also see that with the intertwined with the snake. So this is a new phase, a renewal and growth, and then charmed, used, enabled boundaries. Listen, this is going to sound really weird. For some of you, again, I said, think back to what was going on prior to whatever this immediate pause has been. Whomever you were dealing with, if this has kind of pulled you away from somebody or something, or your normal with interaction with another person, Spirit is like, this was divine intervention to protect you, Taurus. Very interesting energy. This was meant to break apart something, because it was going to turn bad. Whatever this was going to get ucky real quick if something didn't change. And this is what this is about. So whatever you were doing before this pause, make sure you don't go back to that. That's going to be very, very important moving forward. This weekend is a pause and a timeout again for you to rest and recoup from whatever has transpired this week for you. Don't go back to where you were. Very, very important. Don't go back to where you were. Okay? So that's your message for this weekend. Pay attention to the changes that are happening. Spirit is saying there could have been some major quick movement. Be careful who you're connecting with. And Spirit said reconnecting with. Interesting energy. Be very, very careful with that. But it's been this change, this quick switch up has been for your protection. All right, Gemini. All right, Gemini. Let's see what y'all got going on. Gemini. All right, Gemini. I hope you guys are doing well and fantastic. I hope all. Whoops, way too many cards. Let's try that again. I hope you guys are doing good. All right, Gemini. Spirit said losing patience and losing sleep. What's going on? Feeling that confusion of this crazy Aquarius energy that's happening as well, I'm presuming. For Gemini, February 9th through the 11th, revision ready but waiting. I think your patience are definitely kind of like on the fritz with something. Efficiency, I think you're trying to get things accomplished. Gemini, it feels like no matter what you do, you can make 10 steps forward and it's like you're taking one back even if it's just one, it's still that one step back. It kind of feels like you're really moving at a high rate of speed, trying to accomplish a lot right now. This patterns, though, I don't feel like it belongs to you. I think you're starting to see patterns in your external environments, whether this is work, friends, family, and you're like, if these things could just clean themselves up, life would run so much smoother, right? And that's where I think this frustration, your patience are kind of waning with a particular situation. It's like, I'm ready to move, stretch, shift, efficiency, like you're out and about, you're getting it done, and there you are, thinking woman, right? There's that air energy. First chakra, Archangel Michael. Again, divine patience. Patience, divine order is being called here. And Spirit is saying that these little tests or these little bumps that you're hitting. Gemini, I think you're so much full steam ahead right now that if you didn't have these bumps to slow you down, that you would end up crashing and burning. Okay? So it may feel a little trying because you may have one end goal in sight related to your security and your stability, but Spirit is just saying, you know, don't burn yourself out super fast on something. Allow it to come to you, whether this is a person or anything else. Don't chase it down, because eventually you're going to run from it because it's going to burn you out. Okay? I feel like your message is pretty clear cut today, Gemini. It's allow these moments to happen. Take it day by day, moment to moment. Don't get in your head about it. Continue to strategize, but don't obsess over the way things are happening or where you feel like they could be moving faster or more. There you are. Temperance, patience, healing, timing, right? Everything I just said, there it is. Like, I love it when the cards back up everything I just said. They're protecting you. You know, that Temperance, she's an angel. He's an angel. Whomever's an angel in here. There is some protection in this that you're not going to... It's not even biting off more than you can chew, because I feel like you're willing to go the distance, and you can, but there's little lessons in this about divine flow and to allow things to just organically play out for your better benefit without feeling like it has to be now or never. Okay, so it's learning to slow down for a hot second. Two of Cups. There's that Gemini again, the Lover's card. You could be, Gemini. You're gonna miss. So here's the thing. This is twofold. One, you're gonna miss things that are not meant for you. Thank goodness, because this is gonna. It's like when you have to slow down, you get to think about a different way of doing things. So, and that patterns too is going, I've seen, you know, again, I've seen this before, right? So I know what this is. Regardless of what it is you are bringing together, there is a difference, Spirit is saying, of opinion, a different understanding, a different emotional understanding. The reasons, two people could be involved in something, or let's just say you in a bank. It's a weird example, but you're in it. Maybe you're buying a car or a house. Okay, you have an emotional tie because that's a representation of, you know, the things that you desire in life and what you want to make happen for yourself. The bank's desire in this is to make a whole lot of money. Right? So it's kind of like alchemizing the two emotional stances on why something is being done. And with that, it's going to take time to let it play out so that it's an equal giving effect to both sides of a situation. I hope that makes sense. I hope that's coming together. Now, in the regards to love, if this is what this is for you, a lot of looking behind the scenes, a lot of diving into wanting to know more about something or someone as well. So again, like, I feel like this connection is coming in. It's a matter of when it's being called in. You could have manifested this. Somebody else could have manifested you. I think it's twofold. But it's like you also have to think about it. You're putting your logic into it instead of just enjoying the moment. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphanies, transformations. Again, allowing things to come together organically. This is kind of like my Tower card in this deck, but I feel like it's positive, and you could be meeting up with somebody. It's just partying, you know, happily single. You're just living in the moment. I just said, you know, Spirit just wants you to take it day by day, moment by moment. The more you ease up and lighten up your energy, the easier this is going to come through for you. Don't be so serious. And Gemini, you guys have a very fun-loving presence about you. You're very funny, very social. Enjoy that. Like, don't let life get you caught up. Heartbroken coming out in a reverse. Something's coming in to do some healing, and there was that Temperance, right? clarity and truth, revelations, honor, protection, determination. Be careful. Again, I'm going to tell you something like I told Taurus. You may think you are ready for something, but something is still healing or coming into cleanup. There, whoever it is that may be on the other side in a romantic situation, could be wrapping up things with a third party. So give something time accordingly. If this is not love, cut out the middleman. There's something around investigating how you can cut out a middleman in something. So maybe going straight to a particular lender or straight to the horse's mouth or whatever. There's going to be something here you're going to be able to cut out when you slow it down. That way you're not giving more, on a financial sense, or more of your energy to something that you don't need to. Okay, so just take your time with something. All right, Cancer. All right, let's shuffle these guys here. Cancer, I hope you guys are also doing very well. 8 of Wands is seen pop up on the bottom. Incoming communication, fast forward moving energy, a lot of desire, a lot of forward movement, progress being made as well, Cancer. So let's see, Spirit for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? Magnetism and motion. You're being drawn into something. Be careful you're not being drawn back to the past. Okay, that's going to be very, very important. Do not go back to the past. I feel like somebody else could be trying to drag you back into something. Core and revision. Look, you have changed up your plans a lot of times, Cancer, recently. And don't get caught back into something. Moderation. Slow it down if you need to. Get back to your centered, grounded self. Don't let other people come in and draw you into the bullshit. It's like, if you feel like everybody else is going at like 100, you're going to have to knock it down a notch. Or if you feel like you're going 100, you need to knock it down a notch as well. Because I feel like a lot of this draining energy, we have a lot going on right now. Pay attention to your manifestation. Spirit is saying, Cancer, you're in a space right now where you need to kind of protect your energy. You need to kind of cloak yourself if that's what you get into, or just protect your energy. Pay attention to how much you're giving out right now. Drinking lots of water, the need to drink lots of water. The thinking man, the world blossoming abundance. This could pertain to a masculine figure in your life somehow, that you could be getting drawn back into something. There's something, listen, I don't see it here, but I'm getting this. Well, I do now, never mind. Third party energy, Cancer. Somebody could be dragging you back into something because it's kind of like drama. Drama and chaos surrounds this. You're finally in a pretty good space. But I also feel like somebody else could be at a distance from you, feels that like you're not a part of something anymore. I don't know. And it's like this person could have a drinking problem. I'm just going to put that out there. They could have, I don't know why that's coming through, but it is. Pay attention to this energy, but it's like someone's trying to pull you back into some kind of chaos because they see you doing really well. And they're like, ooh, I can get a piece of that somehow, or I can get a taste of that life, or whatever it is that Cancer's doing. Look, 9 of Pentacles, the Hangman. This person, Cancer, if you were the one up-leveling here, 9 of Cups, you could have moved on away from something or somebody, and they're feeling that right now. You've kind of taken back your energy, control, and power. And you may be seeing this person very, very differently. Like, they're no longer just charming and fun and a good whatever. They are sly. They are, I don't trust the energy that comes with this thinking man. It's almost like looking at him in the reverse, because, you know, I don't necessarily read reversals. But that's kind of how I'm seeing him. And as I say that, the Devil card comes out. He's an opportunistic person. So be careful with whom you're dealing with this weekend, or you could have dealt in the past with somebody who's opportunistic. Look, you're on your A game. Chariot, Four of Wands, the Ten of Cups. You have secured something for your long-term future. And this person is like, how do I get some of that? Mask, yeah. They're definitely wearing a mask. This is a false person. This is somebody you don't want to invest your energy into. They're trying to kind of like pull the strings to pull you back into something. So be very cautious of that. Again, you are evolving and growing. Make sure you're grounding your energy, protecting your energy this weekend, Cancer. Some places, for some of you, there we go, love bombing, the narcissist, the golden mirror, kissing your ass to get what they want. If this was a job or something, they could be offering you to come back, or you could run into somebody and they're like, why don't you come back? Why don't you come this way again? You know, be very mindful, especially with the masculine energies. There you go. Not today. Boundaries. Like, you're going to have to implement your boundaries with a particular situation. This could run through until Monday. Spirit is saying, seduction. They're good. If they're selling you a story that's too good to be true, guess what? It's too good to be true. And it's like, you know the history of a situation, so you know that this is BS. So don't get caught up in an old way. Don't get caught up in an old way, because you don't want to block or knock off the blessings that you have worked so hard to create in your life. So ground, cloak, protect, whatever you believe in. But I would absolutely ignore whatever offer is coming in, because it's history repeating itself, Spirit said. Okay? All right, Leo. 138. All right, Leo. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing well. Leo, that was quick. Revolution and repetition. The is review, reread, rewrite, remaster, whatever. Do not fight the changes that are happening this weekend, Leo. I feel like you don't feel like you have time for yourself or to yourself. You also could be dealing with a child who's extremely emotional this weekend as well. It's like, you know, you go to the store and you've got like your list of things that you need to get and get out because you have other things to do, and you're going this way and your child is taking you that way, and it's like, no, you know, and then there's like this little battle of wills here. You could be changing up your schedule. It feels like a lot of changes to your everyday life as far as your routine goes. Contract and woman holding a coin. You're trying to stabilize something, and I'm pretty sure I've seen that storm card looming in the background there. 2 6s. Spirit is saying tired, fed up, over it. You've gained something, Leo, from what you want. You're coming outside of a particular situation that you have waited a very long time for. And it's like, you look good, you feel good, you're very stable. I feel like you're trying to enter new contracts with yourself. So like you think about, like, you commit yourself to a new diet. You commit yourself to getting up and walking every morning. You're committing yourself to these little changes that are going to make bigger changes for you in the future. So it's kind of like starting off small over this time period, so that you are building healthier things in the long run. But you also are going to have to put in that work, and that could be the thing that is a little daunting too, is like to continue to keep, you know, trying to keep yourself to keep up. It's like keeping on. Like, if you want to make changes, you have to stay consistent with those changes. And that could be a little bit of a struggle, but you're working on it. You are doing it. So it's like, you know, every time you do it, it becomes that task becomes a habit. It becomes a new pattern. It becomes a new way of doing things, right? And I will say, 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, and the Chariot, the King of Pentacles. You can have somebody too, with this woman holding coin and King of Pentacles. You can have somebody who's supportive and helping you implement those changes that are, you know, it could be like holding yourself accountable. Like, maybe you're on Facebook and you're like, today's day 1 of not smoking, right? And everyone's like, oh, yay, you know, that's great, fantastic. So it gives you a little more pep in your step, and you keep moving forward, right? Or you just have that friend or that, you know, your person who is like, hey, let's see, I know you're tired, I know you wanted to walk last night, we did, I know you're tired today, but let's go, even if it's for 5 minutes, and that 5-minute walk turns into a 20-minute walk, right? So it's like you're doing these little things that are separating you from the negative, and I do think that you have other people who are supportive of that around you, that are helping you to stay course of whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, inner wounds. I think you're both gaining something. Grounding. That grounding card is coming out heavily today. Soulmates. Through these new contracts that you're making with yourself, you're also going to meet new soul contracts, because these folks are going to be on a vibrational frequency of where you're heading, Leo. So keep moving. So whatever new routines or whatever you're working on, keep implementing them, keep going. Separate yourself from the past, the addictions, the things that are not healthy for you, whatever those addictions are for you. Again, it could be a way of thinking or doing, being, whatever. But I do feel like you are moving in a very, very positive direction that's going to be fulfilling for you on an emotional and stable stance. Okay? Good stuff. All right, Virgo. 3620. All right, Virgo. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Your read for February is out, so you can check that out if you have not done so yet. And, all right, Virgo, February 9th through the 11th, some weekend energies. What's shaking up for you guys? It's like walking a tightrope. Virgo, you guys lately have been something else. Virgo, what do they need to know? I'm going to call this a oh shit moment, Virgo. I think you're going to come out of this weekend and you are going to identify yourself as somebody that nobody else knows. This is kind of giving me Scorpio vibes. You could be traveling, going off, meeting other people, taking time out for you this weekend. You're right there on switching something up for yourself, and it's like you could have gone into hermit mode, Virgo. Honestly, the way this feels, it's like this weekend could be hermit mode before this massive shift. I'm going to call it a timeline jump happens for you. There is something here, and you're really not showing it to me, but you're really taking a hard look at something and going. It's like I can see you looking at it and then just going, nope, throwing it down and walking off into other things. Like, I've thought about it. I've kept what I've needed from this situation. I'm out the door. You're getting ready. I give it 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and I think you're going to walk away from whatever this is. Door to spirit, you are being moved on an emotional, a mental, a spiritual plane. Like you are being moved. And I said this is changing. 5 right there on the bottom. Anxiety. How is this going to affect your stability? You don't have to worry about it. Spirit is saying you just need to trust it. Age of Aquarius. We may not know, but we need to trust. And you know what I think is ironically hilarious here? You see her, she's taking a strong look at that flower in her hand. He's taking a strong look at those crystals, that clear quartz in his hand. This is dense, right? This path is crystal clear. You're seeing something very, very clearly. And P.S., this is also a 10, which is an ending, a new beginning. 5 being the change. You have something getting ready to, whether you want to call it take off, implode, but something is going to very, very sharply change, and it's going to be at your will. And other people may not be super excited about that, so just be aware. 8 of Wands. I said that tower. I said I thought I seen it right. Look. Do you see that? When this shift happens for you, Virgo, there will be no stopping you, and you are going to piss people off. And oh well. Oh well. This door to spirit comes ushering in with peace and serenity and victory and a sense of self and going, divine timing. I'm here in the 11th hour, nick of time. Right? And here it is with that 8 of Wands and the Tower. It is a storm. It is a storm is a brewing. It's coming. It is absolutely coming. And you may get some communication that you're like, too bad. Like all of a sudden your give a shits have gone up and busted. I get this swirling energy from that. You get that from the Tower, and then you take a look at this card again. Some swirling kind of energy surrounds her. There's a storm of brewing. There's a thing coming. But Virgo, I think you're the one who's making this change as the Ace of Wands and the 7 of Swords comes out, 10 of Swords. If somebody around you, and I've seen this before, thinks that they can get away with things with you, they're going to find out very, very differently that you're done with it. Whatever this is, you're done with it and you're moving on from it. This is such a weird, okay, so I usually don't get, it's clairsentience. No, not clairsentience. I always get the clairs mixed up. But the taste. I could taste chicken. So random. So random. I don't know if it's like fried chicken or something. Like, I don't know. Like maybe they're being a chicken shit. I don't know. Anyhow, it was so weird, but I was like, I have to tell you that. I could smell it and taste it all of a sudden. I don't know. I don't get that too often. The Justice card, this is a rebalancing. 2 of Pentacles, rebalancing. You're taking back control and power. You may be knocking out a third party. A third party could have had something to do with your assets too. Too many hands in the cookie jar maybe? I don't know. But you're getting ready to make a massive change, and you are the one who is implementing this change. I will go back to the fact that if somebody has been, listen, you could be, I just heard Cancerian energy. You could be dealing with a Cancer. They could not be being honest with you. Gaslighting, personifying. Someone, I don't know, Virgo, your patience, and I've seen you dealing with Cancers quite a bit for some reason. Union, marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. But with that Ace of Wands, 7 of Swords, you could have been dealing with somebody who stepped out on you. I'm going to call it for what it is. Looking at pictures, there could be a separation. Somebody could be trying to hide something from you, or something to that effect. Death. Something's coming to an end. Storm is a brewing. I'm leave it there, Virgo. Libra. Libra. What y'all got going on this weekend? Libra. Let's see. All right. Libra. What's new? What's shaking here? Poor Libra. Shuffle. All right. Libra, I hope you guys are doing well. Efficiency and balance. You know, you guys give me this impression of making yourselves look like you feel good to the outside world. But I also think you have dealt with humbling experience. I think to the outside world, Libra, you're presenting a very composed front. I think internally, you may feel like people are casting shade towards you in some way, or judging you somehow. And you may go out and smile and go, yeah, I'm not bothered. I'm unbothered. Meanwhile, you want to crawl into a hole and die. There is some kind of truth. And this is like, time that, oh, hold on. It's like a period of time, I'm trying to find the best way to put this, is coming to a head where you're, not that you're necessarily being held accountable for something, but it's affected your happiness. And I said you could be walking around like everything is happy, hunky-dory. But inside of that happiness, I want to hide away. This is part of that north and south node. The investments that you've made in the past that held you back, where you thought you were winning, the truth is being seen in this time frame, Libra. You know, and I'm going to say you could have walked into something with the best of intentions, you know, 6 months ago. But it didn't work out that way. It did not work out that way. And it's call it a realignment, call it an attitude adjustment, call it a, you know, a wake-up call, call it whatever you want to. But something about a 6-month time frame ago is now coming back around, and you are presenting yourself as, oh, it's all good. But I feel like you want to look out the window and feel good about it, right? You're gonna be facing a lot of adversity. Wheel of Fortune, it's a positive turn. But you've got the 5 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, the 9 of Wands. This is like the consequences of action. This is becoming forthright, a truth being seen and heard. The details coming to light, as well as what I'm hearing, anything done in the dark, anything that has been, Spirit is saying you could be dodging questions. People are asking you things that I don't know that you're super comfortable with talking about right now. You may just be in this mode of wanting to lay low and just, or even some of you could be traveling and going somewhere that you don't have to deal with questions and things like that as well, because it's not something that you want to discuss or be a part of right now. Separation, I'm telling you, it's like you want to separate yourself from these things, because it's like something from the past that maybe you doted on about, like whatever. You know, I think maybe you were super excited or felt like you were leveling up from a situation or in a situation. Not anymore. It's like the highs and the lows. You could be feeling that low energy and people are asking questions about it. Very singular energy. Just live in the moment and do the best to take care of you, Libra, right now that you can. But this weekend, I feel like you're kind of, it's almost like meeting up with that one friend in a diner in the middle of nowhere with your sunglasses on, trying to avoid, you know, maybe the paparazzi if you're Britney Spears, but you're trying to lay low this weekend because there's too much going on. But you're understanding why it's happening, okay? Scorps. 48, 21. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on for you guys this weekend, February 9th through the 11th. Spirit for Scorpio, please. Hope you guys are doing great. Thank you for all the likes, shares, subscribes, comments. I appreciate you guys. Core and revision. Scorpio, you're feeling really good, but I think you're still trying to fine-tune some stuff there this weekend. If you had plans, you may have to make some changes and make some adjustments to some plans. Absence, rediscovery. Could be traveling this weekend as well. I think you could be spending a lot of time with family too, but this absence is, I feel like you're taking a break. I really do feel like you're taking a break, and you guys have had a lot going on. This inner child rediscovery is like going back to a space of innocence. You could be spending time with your children, family as well. I also feel like part of this is a rediscovery of self. Scorpio, what in the shit? You know what? I'm going to say this to you too. I'm going to take all of these. 7th chakra, crown chakra. Your intuition could be flying freaking high right now. 4th chakra, heart chakra. Deceit sitting there. Pay attention to the motives of the people around you, because, oh my gosh, there's 6 cards that came out. Envy. Your glow up, you doing better, is pissing somebody off. They are like, well, how did you get there? How did you get there? And I just said to Cancer, must be a water sign thing. They could be trying to pull you back into something. Like, it's almost like somebody is trying to attach themselves to you doing better. If anything, them being shady or not standing in integrity has been the one thing that you have used to alchemize to do better for yourself. Do not let somebody else come in and be like, oh yeah, I deserve these rewards. Scorpio, there's someone else coming back around or coming into your existence that they're trying to take credit for what has happened. The only thing, Devil, there you go. The only thing that this person's got the right to take credit for is the bullshit that they caused and how you were able to transform and transmute that stuff. So don't let somebody make you feel like you need to get wrapped up in third party. This could be via work. This could be whatever, but it's like someone's going, well, how do you do it? Like, well, remember that time that I helped you do this? Well, if I wouldn't have given you that idea, then you couldn't have done X, Y, and Z. The hell. Scorpio, King of Pentacles, you're sitting on your throne. The King of Pentacles is not tied to anything. You're letting go and healing these attachments. I think that you're not getting a lippy about it, right? Like, you're not maybe being brutal about it, but you are like, that absence is like you checking out of whatever this is. Testing your patience. And I think that you knew this was coming, like you were going to have to meet up or something, talking. They want to talk about it, right? And they're, the mask is like, you know, they're selling you a story or an idea, or they got this or they've got that, and they can make this and that happen for you, and they helped you that time, and if you did it together, yeah, like they're expressing all of these fabulous things to you, and you're like, nope. They're chasing you down. Like, I feel like there's a little bit of love bombing. Oh, I'm here for you. I'm there for you. Whatever I can do. Scorpio, you're way too familiar with this. And it's also a reminder to some of you for, this person may bring up people from your past as a way, like trying to use that to go, yeah, I dealt with that kind of person. I know what you've been through. And Scorpio, you could be like, oh yeah, yes, thank you. But when you turn them down, it's like they act like that very person that they know what you're going through, right? And it's like you've taken this pain and this BS and you've used that for your transformation and your transmutation of the crap that you've been through to get to where the hell you are right now. And this person thinks that they should be attached to your success somehow. Nope, not a thing. So I just don't think you're putting up with it this weekend. I think you may be a little bit quiet about it, but you see. Spirit's talking to you. You know, you see right through their crap, okay? All right, Sagittarius. Well, that was quick. Caught between worlds, are we? Watch your drinking, watch your food, watch what you're doing. This weekend, moderate everything. I feel like you're back and forth, him-hawing, seesawing. Sag, you are also on the precipice of making some big changes in your life, and yet, as I say that, the angel of balance comes out in reverse. You guys are like, find the confidence within you. This is all, it always boils down to you guys not believing in yourself, not seeing your own value, not being confident enough. You come out raging like a lion, like, oh yes, I can do this, I'm going to make that happen, that person, this, that. But when it comes down to what you need in here, the soul, the body, the mind, you can't stay consistent. This is one of those weekends where you're going to really have to strive for consistency to change something up. You guys are eventually going to hit a tower moment that says, guess what? You're going to do this like it or not. Stop allowing other people to influence you. Sleep on that, right? Sleep on that. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Because I feel like you start to do what Sag needs to do for Sag. And then you start dealing with other people that pull you back into things. Death card. That is Scorpio. You've got Leo and Scorpio energy. Who would have thought Leo and Scorpio popping up together? But this is for you to transform yourself. This is for you to transmute yourself. This is for you to see clearly. This is for you to find the moderation and the balance in situations. When you, whatever it is that you're doing and have been doing that you just don't stop doing, you always go back to it. It's kind of like Taurus vibes. You've planted the seeds to create this shift. Keep moving. The energy to alchemize and work on this and be successful in it is here. But you have to stay the course, Sag. This is probably the easiest message I'll deliver all day. You have to stay the course. Even if it gets tough, even if it's struggling. Listen, it's your desire to make this change. It's part of your ascension. But you've got to build it. You've got to work on it. You've got to put in the work with that hammer there. And P.S., the snake in the background. Like, stop letting other people take you off your course. You guys are very independent, but you let that one thing, whether it's people or things, pop up and take you off track. And then you're like, well, maybe tomorrow. Today, Sag, today. I love you guys, but today, keep moving into today, all right? Capricorn, 5704. All right, Capricorn, what y'all got going on here? Capricorn, what does Capricorn need to know this weekend? Something's irritating you. Something's getting under your skin. Herbs. Spirit just said herbs. Herbs could be very important to you. Your breathing. Pay attention to your breathing. You could be utilizing breathing, eucalyptus, menthol type stuff to help you. Some of you could just, and then on an energetic level, you could just feel suffocated by other people and other things. Like, give me my space, let me be, right? There's a little bit of agitation. As I say that, hostilities comes out. It's just like, back up. Give me space to breathe. Like, I need some me time. But something is kind of playing on your emotions. It's like, pay attention to your chest, your heart space. Again, that breathing thing, there could be something with that. 4, foundational energy. 13 is the death card, transformation, transmutation. 8, fighting back. You're fighting back against something. Friction and hostilities both coming out here. Take care of yourself, Capricorn. I see you guys go through this. I just said this in your reading, and by the way, your February, I almost said December. Your February reading is out as well. Maybe go back to December. What were you dealing with in December as well? It's like some of you, your bodies could be almost like a host for parasites. Like, see about maybe a detox or a cleanse or something like that too. If you're not feeling the greatest, it's going to help you move on. It's like burning, something about burning calories. This is all about the health, metabolism, stuff like that, speeding up the metabolism. So there's something here going on with that, health-wise, and I feel like that's pretty much what's running your energy amok right now. But once you kind of alchemize this, reach out to the supportive people around you. You could be traveling to get something at this time, but it's going to start to make you feel a whole lot better. But your health is the key concern. Pay attention to your shoulders. 7 of Pentacles. It's like you already have a base knowledge, a base working knowledge of whatever it is you need to do. This weekend is probably going to be what you spend your weekend doing. Make sure you're getting rest and taking care of yourself, nurturing and nourishing the body, Spirit is saying. Advice, union and duality, complementing polar opposites, picture, healing the heart. This picture, I would say to you, is you could be missing out on an event or something like that, or going somewhere, doing something. It's okay because you're doing work for you're working on you, right? So, and I think that if you would go do whatever this is, you would be irritable the whole time. You don't feel yourself. So take a break. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. What is going on for you guys this weekend? All right, Aquarius. All in ecstasy, all in ecstasy. What does Aquarius need to know, Spirit, February 9th through the 11th? What tried to pop out? Listen. Expectation. Listen to your gut. Listen to your guidance. Listen to your intuition. Do not tie up expectations. I almost feel like you're getting bored with something, Aquarius. But I also feel like you're investigating something. You're digging into something, wanting to know more about something. You wanting to know more, who would have thought? This is going to help align you to something, though, definitely. But I can't help but feel like you're getting bored with it. Whatever you've been working on, you could be taking a break from it. It may just be over the weekend to kind of listen to your inner self, because it's like you're getting bored with whatever this is, and you could feel like you're missing a puzzle piece to something. Like it's like you just can't quite put your finger on what it is. Like listening for the information, discerning the information that you have. You could be reading about something. It's like you're trying to find the one thing that brings everything together. Okay, and there's the Tower. I don't know. Some of you could have legal situations going on. There could also, Spirit just said missing money. This could also be, I don't know where that just went to. If you spent last weekend with a masculine energy, check there. Whatever that means to you, check there. With that Tower. Five of Swords, walk away. They left you holding the bag on something here, Aquarius. I don't know what that means. It's a very, like, pay attention message. The Tower, the Empress, the Hierophant, Taurus, the Moon. I was getting Moon vibes, and there it is. Pay attention to your travels. Travels are going to be very important. Somebody is hiding something, and they could be using... You ever see, like, those fake evangelists? Like, they're just so full of shit, and they prey on people and their emotions to get money and things like that, and then next thing you know, they're off to the next town. It gives me those kind of vibes. So I don't know what it is, but pay attention. If you're dealing with someone who's traveling to you or from you, or you're the one traveling, either way, no matter what the dynamic, you really need to pay attention this weekend, okay? All right, Pisces. That was a very simple message. I don't know. That's one I could probably dig into all day. All right, Pisces, what is going on for you guys this weekend? Pisces, what is going on? Some of you could be playing music. Friction in time. What does Pisces need to know? February 9th through the 11th, Spirit. Connection. Somebody coming back with their tail tucked between their legs. It's like somebody's coming back in and going, I want to play nice now. I want to give you my love. And you could be getting a little sucked in, Pisces, going, well, okay, I expected this of you. So I don't know, this is like, it was like somebody coming in with an apology, and just, it's like a reconnection of something that I think you knew was coming. It does make you feel good. It makes you feel better about a situation. But I think you put somebody, yeah, man holding heart. You're having compassion and going, okay, well, let me love you. I feel like they didn't like being left out in the cold. So if you put somebody on ice last week, they are like, I'd rather be in love with Pisces and happy with Pisces than on Pisces' bad side. The Magician, like you just had to I feel like you made a move that reset somebody's attitude towards you, and now they want to come together and work on things. So this is a very simple message. So this weekend you could be spending it feeling good about stuff. Like you're stepping, wish fulfillment, the Sun, the Lovers. Somebody's sorry. Somebody's met their consequences and they realize that being on the outside looking in is not the greatest feeling in the world, and they missed you. They were being self-absorbed, one-sided. Now all of a sudden we want to talk and connect. Love call and talking. I'm telling, like, they're sorry. And it was their fear and their ego. If they felt like insecure, and you can tell if their insecurities were playing a factor in this, and they could have been hurt in their past relationship. Now I'm not saying that that's an excuse to act a fool, right? But at the same time, like, if they're awakening to why they do the things they do, give them some grace. And I think you are. Okay? All right, guys. I am leaving it there. I hope you all have a magnificent weekend. I'm sending you a ton of love. Hopefully these messages help. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Personal reads open and available. Description box below. I'm sending you all so much love. Mwah. Take care. I will see you soon. Bye.